Okay, let's start assignment 2. In assignment 2, we will generate mathematical tables from 3 to 20. For these tables, we need 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9. Yeah. Print 3, comma 1, comma 3. Print 3, comma 2, comma 6. Print 3, comma 3, comma 9. Let's run this. Very good. Now, can you see what is changing in these three lines?
369
Whereas the
and
middle term is
one two
changing 1,
three.
2, 3. So
Yes,
in line 3, can we change 3 as 9 as 3 to 3?
everyone so the echo.
Yeah. Change 9 as 3 into 3 and 6 as 3 into 2, 3 into 2, 3 into 1. Okay. Now what is changing?
Now 1 2 3.
So what is the start, stop, and step value?
1 comma 4 comma 1.
Yeah. Let's go and create the for loop. Yes, wonderful. Delete line 3 and 4 and run the code. Very nice. Can you now go up to 3 tens are 30? Okay. So it's like 3 stable. Can you generate 4 stable?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 stable. Very nice. But I would like to see a separation, a blank line after the 3 stable. And for uniformity sake, can you put the same print statement in line 6 and also put the 5 stable and a print statement. Okay, so we have 3 stables, 4 stable, and 5 stable. Very nice. Now these three blocks looks identical with a small change. So what is start, stop, and step value of the item which where you have the cursor?
3 comma 6 comma 1.
1. So now since for is I is already used, the iterator can be j now. For j in range 3 comma 6 comma 1. 3 comma 6 comma 1. Let's select the blocks 3, 4, 5 and replace 3 with j at two places and delete line 6 to 11 and delete line 2 also. Save and run it again. Wonderful. Okay. So now if I want up to 20th table, instead of 6 table, I want up to 20th table. What should I do? That
Uh,
should become
21.
21. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Now let's save this file as the new file And now let's take the input from the keyboard. So instead of hard coding it in the program, in line 1, put num1 is equal to 3 and num2 is equal to 20. So in line 3, can I replace 3 with num1? What should I replace 21 with?
num2 plus 1.
Yes, num2 plus 1. Now let's run this. Very nice. Okay, now can we take num1 from the keyboard? So instead of hard coding 3, you can remove it and say input bracket enter first number. Enter first number. Yeah. Num2 is equal to enter second number. Enter second number. Okay. 3 and 8. Enter. Oh, we are getting error in line 3. It says concatenate string to string but cannot concatenate string to integer. So I thought we are in integers. It is assuming it to be string. So can we force that number to become an integer? In line 1 and 2, can we cast it as an integer? So now num1, the type of num1 becomes an integer. 3 and 8. Okay, this looks fine. So now instead of taking from the keyboard, can we take it from the file? Please save this in the next file. You can delete line 1 and 2, and we'll create a file called with a variable called f1. F1 is equal to open. File name can be in1.txt. The mode can be read mode R. Now let's create in1. You open in1. We already created it. It's a text file. So search for text files. Open in1. We have 3 and 8. Yeah. So we can close it. Now let's read this file. In line after line 1, we can do f1 dot read line. Now when I read the first time, I will get number 3. So can I assign it to num1? Now let's read it again. Now the cursor will come to the next line, f1 dot read line, and this time it will produce 8. So we can assign 8 to num2. Now we can run the same program. We have num1 is 3, num2 is 8. Oh, we are getting the same error. So again, we need to cast num1 as an integer in line 2 and num2 also as an integer. Yes, this is fine. Now, sometimes the numbers 3 and 8 may not be in the same line. It may not be in two different lines. They may be in the same line. So, uh, can we look at in2.txt? We'll open in2.txt. It's a text file. In in2.txt, we have numbers. Let's change it to 4 and 7, 4 comma 7. Now, let's close this file. Now, let's open. One second. Can we save it in another file? 111, 111. Enter. Now let's read IN2. Let's delete lines 2 and 3 and let's read F1 dot read line. So when we read line F1 dot read line, we get 4 comma 7. What is 4 comma 7? Is it integer or
Computer, it's a string.
string? So let us give a variable called S1 to. Now if we want 4 and 7 separately, I have to split that string.
This
So in the next line, we do S1 dot split, two inverted commas, and within that a comma. Now whenever we split a string, it will become a list. So can move to the left and call it list one. Now list one will have how many items? Now,
now two items.
what does list one of zero contain?
Four,
List one of one contains.
seven.
So can we assign num1 to list one of zero?
Yeah.
List one of zero, and let's initialize num2 assign to list one of one. Okay, let's run this code again. Oh, again we have the same error. So let us force line 4 and 5 to cast as an integer. Very nice. So this is fine. We will save it as next line. Now we have learned how to take input to a file. Let's send the output to a file. Yeah. So let's create a new file called f2, a new variable called f2, new variable called f2. F2 is equal to now let's spool it to a file called output.txt. Open round bracket out1.txt. Since this is an output file, the mode should be write mode. Now, what do we write? We write the mathematical tables. Just for testing, let's write something simple. After line 9, we write f2 dot write, f2 dot write. Let's write the word hello. Hello should be in quotes. F2 dot write hello. So let's run this code. No, hello. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to file manager. See if there's any file called hello. Sorry, file called out1. Out1 is blank. So the reason it's blank is file has been created, but there are no contents there because whenever we open a file for writing, we need to mandate close it. So let's at the end of the program in line 12, let's write f2 dot close. Left bracket right. Control S. Okay, now let's go back and see. Okay, I got hello. All of them is in one single line, which means there is no next line character added there. So after each iteration, after line 10, then we add f2 dot write backslash n. You can add backslash n in line 10 also, but we'll write it separately. Control S. Okay, let's see file out one. Hmm. Now it's coming continuously without break after every 10 lines. So you need to, after the first for loop, after line 12, can we add one line break there? F2 dot right slash m. Hmm. So let's see the output. Okay, this looks fine. Now instead of hello, let's put the mathematical value there. Instead of hello, you can do, can we do one thing? Can we save this and create a new file? Yeah, instead of hello, let's remove hello and put j comma I comma j star I. Okay. Hmm. It says that error line 10, right? It's exactly one argument, whereas we have given three arguments. So I think we need to combine that with one string and then pass that string to the right function. So let's do one thing. Let's create one string called str1 after line 9. No, let's do it before line 8. After line 8, we'll say str1 is equal to j plus I plus j star I. Let's put j star I within brackets. And let's remove in line 11 whatever is within the right function. Let's remove it and write str1. So we are hoping that the concatenated string will be printed. Let's run this. Oh, we have a different error now. It says the right argument cannot be integer, it has to be string. Because J and I are all integers, the str1 is nothing but a mathematically computed integer. So to make it a string in line 9, we need to convert each integer into string. So let j become str of j in line 9. Let this be str of j plus str of I plus str of j into I. So now we have every string into every integer into string. Let's run this. Okay, let's see the output. Let's see output file. Hmm. I have 414, which is actually 616. 414 is 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12. We need a space between each of these three digits. So can we add a space here? Yeah. Within inverted commas, add a space. And again, after the second term, we'll add a space. And let's see the output. Let's see the output of the file. Hmm. Now instead of the space, put a star and equal to, which is how we write the mathematical tables. Hmm. This doesn't seem to have done the trick. Let's see where we're going wrong. Have we replaced F2 dot right? Let's close out txt and run it again. Let's open the file. Yes. Now to make the same thing appear on the screen, we um, replace line 10 print parameter with inside the print. We'll remove it and put str1 inside the print. Remove it and make it str1. Yeah. Now let's see the code. Yes. With this, we have come to the end of the mathematical program. You learned how to do keyboard input, file input, and file read for a nested for loop. Thank you.